Welcome to the TimeWorks to TimeWorksPlus training session. Today I'm going to highlight the noticeable differences between the two systems, as well as explain the new features that you will have access to. I will cover both the employee and the admin experience, but as mentioned, the information provided today is primarily to train you on how to navigate within your new system. I will spend time at the end to answer your general questions, so please submit them through the webinar control panel. We will start with the Employee Self-Service Portal, also known as ESS, which is a feature exclusive to the TimeWorksPlus system. This portal provides convenience to both employees and managers. When an employee logs in for the first time, they are asked to change their password. Passwords must be at least 8 characters and have 2 different classes of character, such as uppercase, lowercase, numbers, or symbols. After they make the update, they will be asked to log in with their new password. Once logged in, the employee will land on a dashboard that offers announcements and statistics. The announcements are messages posted by the managers or supervisors and is a nice way for the management team to communicate with the employees, maybe reminding them of an upcoming meeting or a company party. To the left, you will see all of the pages that the employees have access to. These pages can be added or removed per your request. First is the web clock, where the employee can clock in and out. Next is the option to view their time card. Employees can verify their total hours, and if the approvals feature is active, the employee can approve their time card at the end of the pay period. I highly recommend this feature simply because it helps the employees be accountable for their time records. Next is the option to view the schedule. Of course, this will only display a schedule if the scheduling feature is active. The most popular page is the time off request. If the calendar view is enabled, the employees can click on the arrow to expand the calendar, which will allow the employee to view other employees within their department that have already been approved for time off. To submit a request, expand the Add New Time Off Request section. If accrual balances are being tracked, the employee's available balance will be displayed at the top of this page, which helps the employee plan their time off accordingly. Then they will select the category that best represents the request, such as vacation or sick time. Then they will choose single day, multiple days, or a partial day. Multiple days is typical when planning a vacation. For example, the employee can request Monday through Friday and enter the amount of hours they plan to use for each day. Maybe they will work half a day on Monday, so only need 4 hours of vacation time. Next, they can enter a description for the requested time off, and the bottom of the page may display the name of the supervisor assigned to that employee. If so, they will receive an email notification when the request is submitted. But there is an option to send the time off request notice to another manager if needed. Finally, the employee should review the form and click Save Request to submit. Once a time off request is made, the request will move to the Pending section. From there, the request will either move to the Approved, Conditionally Approved, or Rejected section, depending on the supervisor or manager's decision. The employee will be notified of the action taken via email. If a supervisor or manager makes a change to the time off request, it will be moved to the Conditionally Approved section. From there, the employee has the option to accept the change or cancel the request altogether. The next page is the Accrual Report, which is so convenient for employees. If they are trying to plan their late summer vacation, they can run this report for any date range and see how many hours they will have accrued by the time of their vacation. Now, this will obviously depend on their accrual policy. If an employee accrues PTO hours based on hours worked, then running a report for a future date will not produce any information. This works best for accrual policies that accrue along with their pay frequency, like this example. The final page is the personal information, where employees can change their password if they felt it was compromised, and they can update their phone and email address. This will update their employee setup record in the timekeeping system. That covers the available options within the Employee Self-Service Portal. We will now log in as the account admin to see how to manage the employee records. Once logged into TimeWorksPlus as a manager, the first thing you will notice is the dashboard. The dashboard in TimeWorksPlus offers more information than you are used to in TimeWorks. First, you can see the total number of employees currently clocked in and the total number of employee records assigned within the system. You can see if there are any time off requests that are pending and the total number of missing punches that need to be corrected. Navigation is the same as you are used to in TimeWorks, with the left pane full of links and the right pane used for viewing. The main difference here is that the left pane contains more options, starting with the time off requests. This is where you will go to approve or reject a time off request submitted by an employee. Next is the employee setup. Viewing the employee setup records is more versatile than it is in TimeWorks. You can change the view by simply right-clicking in the header row, choosing columns, and then check or uncheck the desired fields. Sorting is done by clicking the applicable header title. You can then easily export the information from this arrow here. If needing to make a change to multiple records at once, you still have the option to work with selected employees, which is now found at the top of this page in the Employee Setup options. When adding a new employee, the record contains the same fields that you are used to, with a few exceptions. The pay rate and auto lunch fields will have to be enabled if needed, and phone, email, and employee type are new default fields. The employee data section holds reportable fields, and any changes are tracked with a history log. Next, we will look at the time cards section, which offers more options for viewing the time cards. You still have the multi-time card editor feature. It is just a little different than it is in TimeWorks, but offers the same convenience with the open fields and the option to save all changes at once. You can also view today's and yesterday's entries. The current period still lists all employees within the left pane and still provides the color code for easy viewing. Once you select an employee, you will have the ability to manage the time card through the Add Edit buttons versus the Date and Edit options used in TimeWorks. The Notes feature is now accessed from the pencil icon versus the Add Notes link. Also, if you hover over the individual punches, you will see details of where the punch originated. We will return to the main menu and review the maintenance menu. There are two features to highlight, starting with the Finalize Pay period. This feature is comparable to the Freeze Punches and Time Card Lock feature in TimeWorks, but offers more benefits. Finalizing a pay period will lock the time cards, preventing any further edits to take place. Of course, you can unfinalize if needed. But accrual balances will be carried over from pay period to pay period, and a notice will appear for your provider letting them know that you are ready for them to move forward with payroll processing. The next feature will be new to you, the employee groups. Employee groups allow you to group your employees by their demographics, which are tracked in their employee setup records. Grouping employees makes it really easy to assign supervisor logins and to filter your reports. Now, the Reports menu holds the same great reports that you are used to. Additional reports include the time off request reporting, accrual reporting, and the option for custom reports. But included with your upgrade package, you also have access to the archived data reports, which allows you to access data from the old system as often as needed. Last is the Settings menu, which holds employee bulletins and update personal info. Employee bulletins allows you to post a message to the employee self-service portal for all employees, a certain group of employees, or just one employee. Update personal info allows you to change your password and update your phone and email address. This is an option you have used from the administration menu within TimeWorks. Finally is the Help and Support section, which includes valuable how-to articles to help you perform tasks within TimeWorksPlus. Now, I understand that you may be utilizing features that were not covered today. If that is the case, please take advantage of the Help menu or contact your timekeeping provider for additional training. We are so excited you have decided to upgrade from TimeWorks to TimeWorksPlus, and we know that you'll enjoy the added functionality. You should now have the basic knowledge needed to navigate through your new system and accomplish those daily tasks that you're used to. I would now like to spend some time to answer your questions.